Hey guys, how's it going? This is Wendy Kim of Your Dream Realize Business and Financial Coaching. Happy Valentine's Day! I hope you're feeling loved in your life and get to do something fun today, even if it's not with a romantic partner. But I wanted to talk to you guys about love and my marriage in particular. And I can honestly say that I am more in love with my husband. We've been married for 12 years now than when we first got married. And is this because I'm awesome or special or some kind of relationship expert? Definitely not. My parents divorced. It seems like everyone in my family growing up was getting divorced. I really had no models for a good marriage growing up. But yeah, so I've been able to have an amazing, but it wasn't always like this. Actually, about 5 years ago, I would say our marriage was pretty challenged. And the reason for that is, so I was working a corporate job. I was busy. I was tired. After a long day at work, everything I had well, not only that, I was doing work I didn't love. I was doing work simply for the money, simply for a paycheck. And I was kind of angry inside. Like, I hid it really well. But the people who saw this frustration and anger weren't my coworkers, weren't my friends. It was my family. And I would try to not take out this frustration or anger on my children. And so guess who got the brunt of it? My wonderful husband. After a day of feeling just passionless and sucked dry from my work and giving to my children, I was tired. I was exhausted. I was frustrated. I was angry. And my husband literally got, instead of getting the first or the best part of me, literally got like the last dregs or the worst part of me. And by the end of the day, I didn't want to talk to him. I wanted to binge watch Netflix. I wanted to buy something on Amazon. I did not want to talk to anybody. And it was a recipe for having a very blah marriage. And so I remember, like, at that time just feeling like, okay, is this what my life is? Just hating my job, having like hardly any time with my family, and then just not feeling at all emotionally connected to my husband. And obviously I hit a point where I was like, no, this is not worth it. I don't want to live like this anymore. What do I need to do? And I actually have this theory. Some of you guys may vehemently disagree with me, but I have a theory that one of the reasons that people tend to have affairs is because they're bored. So if I'm working a lot, doing a job I don't really enjoy, and I'm feeling frustrated and unhappy in myself, then I go home, deal with the kids, and then my spouse actually wants something from me. Explosions, arguments, frustration. And so when you live that kind of existence, I could see it being very tempting to have something like that going on in your life just to add excitement or to feel alive again. Not that I obviously don't condone that, but I really believe that that's one of the reasons why people have affairs is they're bored. And recently I was reading an article and it was talking about the top things that affect your happiness. The number one thing is the quality of your relationships. The number two thing is doing meaningful work. And it's kind of like a catch-22 in my opinion, because if you're not doing meaningful work and you're not happy with your work situation and with who you are, then how are you going to have great relationships where you're giving, where you're loving? And so after, I started my business, I was able to control my own schedule. I was able to control my priorities. And absolutely number one on that list is my husband. Second are my children. And I get to spend more time with them. And I'm happier doing what I love, and therefore I feel fulfilled and I can give to them. And one of the things I love to be able to do is just at the end of the day, after we put the kids down, just talking to my husband, because he's my best friend. And I want to know how his day went. And I thank God for that, because honestly, if I had not changed my lifestyle, if I had not started my own business several years ago, I don't know where our marriage would be today. I have a feeling I would have continued to take him for granted and not prioritize him and not spend the time to really nurture our relationship. So if you guys feel like your lifestyle needs a reset, and if you're feeling like you're not doing what you're meant to be doing, then definitely private message me and we can talk about how it can better support you. Happy Valentine's Day. Talk to you soon. Bye.